Okay, we started another one. Here we go. I think this is my third. Anyway, we're gonna do the A harmonic minor, and we're gonna go through it note by note. This is really for beginners. So guys, if you're wanting to solo and you're already a soloist, this is not for you. This is for someone who really wants to learn how to improvise, and they just don't know how. Like, how do I do it? Where do I start? So this is kind of a sequel to the other two that I made in A minor. So this is A minor, A harmonic minor. That's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to give you the notes. Simple, very simple. We're doing starting on the 5th fret. A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, back to A. And this is how it sounds like. Real exotic sound. Okay? So, since you're learning how to solo, we're going to use the A harmonic minor. There is so much there. So much. For example, just the chords that are in that scale. You got like A minor, B minor, 7 flat 5. You have G major, 7 sharp 5. You have D minor 7. You have E7. You got F major 7. And then you've got G sharp diminished. And back to A minor with a major 7. Okay, so that's a lot, but you don't need to worry about that. Just to know you got so many chords there. Okay, and it's even more than that when you learn to play the scale in a way that you're expressing yourself. It's almost like expressing yourself verbally, but you're using music. We're going to be talking about learning simple motifs so that you can really sound you. You can sound like you, nobody else. And you're going to sound intelligent on the guitar. So let's start with the A. So let's do it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. So I'm going to put a little background music here. We're going to do some Latin because that's a beautiful scale for the Latin sound. Here we go. Here we go. Go. So that's the one note. That's just A. Now, you hear the music in the background. I'm just playing one note. You want to feel that? You want to hear A over the A harmonic minor. It's got a very distinct sound. You're home. Okay, now I'm going to just go to the B. I'm just going to kind of do that in B, the B note. Wow, what a different sound. What a different feel. See? Okay, now I'm going to go and use the A and the B. The purpose for this is to hear what the 9 or the 2 sounds like, which is not like the root or the A. Okay, now we're just going to add the 3, the minor third. We're adding the minor third, C. Let's just do it by itself, C by itself. Okay, now we're going to use those 3 notes. Just 3 notes over that A minor chord. Here we go. Okay, now you can see the 9 or the 2 note and the 1 note have a more foundational feel, sound that you can hang on that, as opposed to the minor third. The minor third's okay because it's in the chord, but listen to the feel when we use the third to land on, which is different. The minor third. Here we go. Okay, now let's do the 9. Let's stay on the 9. It's got a totally different feel. This feels more back close to home. Okay, so now we're gonna add just the 4th note, okay, which is D. Let's see what D sounds like, feels like by itself. Here we go. Okay, so now let's play with the other notes. Okay, see that? I hope you can feel that there's a sense that is just almost like you're using it to just kind of pass through. There's the 2. There's the 1. There's the 3. There's the 4. 3. 2. 1. Okay. 4 notes. Here we go. Okay, so now we're going to add the 5. There's the 5. So that just feels like the 1. You're almost at home. So let's use that 5 with the rest of the notes. don't know if you've noticed, but I'm doing a 2-bar phrasing. It's just 2 bars. So you can know you're feeling that landing on the 1, on the 2, on the 3, on the 4, on the 5, because they each have a different feel to it. Okay, remember you're learning to improvise so that you can create your feel when you're playing. Hopefully you're not trying to sound like anybody else. Hopefully you're trying to sound just like you, just like relax and just, it's almost like just talking, but you're using notes. Okay, so here we go. Let's add the 6th note. Okay, and that's going to be the F note. Listen to it by itself. What the heck? Where does that one belong? Okay. The thing about that is that it might not sound like the way you think it should sound. However, when you add the rest of the notes, then you can see, you can hear, you can feel that it fits. Okay, and we get to the final note, and that's the major 7 one. That's the G sharp. Okay. That's gonna feel even more weirder than the 6. But here we go. There's the major 7, does the G sharp. Almost like somebody's honking outside. Oh no, this shouldn't fit. Okay. Watch how that fits when you add the rest of them. Right, there you go. So anyway, that's just the start. Before we end, I wanna just switch real quick to a different feel. So, because that feel just feels great for that that Latin feel. But if we switch it to kind of like a nice groove, a nice jazz groove, it's going to do the same thing. But how you're going to play that, the feel you put behind it, we'll get to that maybe on the next video. But just listen to this. Here we go. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, just give it a thumbs up or, subscribe, whatever you need to do. Hope to see you on the next time.